Take 470. Hello all, and welcome to this flow tutorial brought to you by Flow Made Simple. My name is Lachlan, and I coach Steel Mace training that puts you in flow state. Today's two flows are focusing on balance, which translates to a more capable and coordinated body. Plus, next time you fall, you're not gonna bruise something nearly as easily. So, we're gonna get into it today. The second flow is really challenging for everyone who attempts it, so we're gonna start off with the first flow to warm up and get our bearings. This first flow is perfect for warming up, opening up your hips, strengthening your hips, and actually getting your bearings for your balance, so turning on your proprioception. You don't actually need a mace with this to start, but I'll show you at the end of this flow how you can incorporate it. It's a really quite simple one. From standing structure, I'm simply going to bring my right knee up and around, and then I'm gonna step out into a dragon step. Ideally, I'm even gonna lean back just so I can play with that as well and add some pressure to the back leg. Next, I'm gonna push off the back leg, knee comes out to the side, back in and around, and then I'm gonna step out into a lateral lunge. From here, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna push back up, knee comes in, up, around, and back. And same thing. I really like doing about 3 to 5 repetitions of this flow per side. And it's fantastic for your warm-ups, and it is fantastic for strengthening your hips. So I'll do like 2 on the other side, and then we'll move on. So you're just bringing it up and around, stepping behind, leaning back, pushing up, pulling the knee in and around, stepping out and going nice and low, and just repeating. And let your hands do whatever they need to do. I really like keeping mine nice and center, so I'm keeping my center of gravity tight. And that's about it. I'll push back to center stance now. Now, if you want to include a mace, more power to you. I would recommend holding it in an over grip in either landmark 2 or landmark 3, just as you go around and step behind and then step through. And this technically counts as a Steel Mace flow, but it's obviously not what you were probably thinking of when you clicked on this video. However, it is fantastic and it will transform your physical performance, which is all the point. So that's the first flow, and now we're gonna get into the second flow, which is called the Tree King. This flow is very tricky for anyone who steps into it for the first time, but I guarantee you can do it. So I'm gonna demo it real quick, and then I'll go through it a little slower and add some tips. So right hand top of mace, lateral lunge, push up, and then if I can get my own balance, push into an arrow. Bring it in, drop it down, switch, push into an arrow on the other side. Bring it in, and you get the idea. The first step of this flow is going to just be pushing into the upright position. So I'm gonna push off this leg, bring my knee up. Note I'm not crunching in because that's gonna limit my ability to be balanced later on. I have a nice, long, straight spine, and my hip flexor is what's holding my leg up. So from here, I've landed, I'm gonna do prayer switch, cross body top. Now, just to get my bearings, I'm gonna switch back and drop back down, and then switch to the other side. So I'm really just trying to warm things up, and then we'll be ready to do the full flow, which I'll do now. So again, push off that leg, switch into cross body top. Once you have your balance, push into a nice strong arrow. Bring it in, switch, and drop it down. Switch sides. Now again, push up, switch, and extend. Drop it down, and there you have it. So work with this flow. I'm gonna show you one sped up version because this is what we're trying to aim at. Switch, push out, bring it in, drop it down, switch, push up, and there you have it. So that's full speed. Now here's my #1 tip for you. If you're like, hey, Lachlan, my balance sucks to begin with. Here's what it is. Stand straight. Actually, you can set your mace down too. You're gonna stand straight, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my knee up as high as I can while keeping that straight spine. And what I'm gonna try to do is feel my toes. Sounds ridiculously obvious. That's what it is. Feel your points of contact on the ground. Grab the ground with your toes. Don't let them just fly up. because then you're gonna lose everything. So keep them in, feel the ground, grab the ground, and then switch sides. And just do that a few times. Also play with this leg. See what happens when you change your actual angles and how that influences your balance. And then of course later on, when you're including the arrow, make sure that you're not crumpling into it or bending your spine one way or the other. You're looking to have a really nice, straight, powerful spine, and then that full arrow extended. And if you need like a simple arrow to begin with, just extend and be supporting the heavy part of the mace directly above your elbow joint. And that'll give you a lot of the benefits of the arrow without the extra challenge of balance or hyperextending your bicep or something. So those are the two flows, fantastic for developing your balance. I have clients who've told me that this class and this work has improved their balance for sports like skiing incredibly, and I know it'll do the same for you. It certainly has for me. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to fast track your mace training and want to see more videos like this one. And I will see you on the next Flow Made Simple video. Peace.